Hello everybody and welcome to Nate's Garage. Today we're going to talk about changing your gear oil. So the first thing you want to do is have everything ready, or if you need to change your gear oil, you may want to get the proper gear oil. You can look in your owner's manual. Also have some rags handy. I recommend having the rags. You do not want to contaminate anything. You also might need a breaker bar to break it loose if it's really hard to break loose. You'll need sockets, ratchet, depending on what size of bolt it is. In fact, you'll need a long hose that you can connect to this, connect so that you're able to put this in there. And you will need to jack your car up. Possibly, sometimes you may need to jack the car up, sometimes you may not. So I'm going to take you guys with me and we'll see how to do this on a 2014 Hyundai Elantra GT. Okay, and you can go under the front of the Hyundai Elantra on the driver's side and you will see a black bolt. As you see, I point to that black bolt right there in the screen. Okay, you want to grab you a ratchet, a 3/8 ratchet, and you will want to, well, I'm having a little trouble getting to it, so I'm going to switch hands here. Okay, and you want to put your ratchet on, make sure it's loosening. Okay. You want to make sure it's loosening. Take your plug out. Okay, once you get your plug out, you want to take you a rag. Just kind of wipe off around the plug area. Once you have that wiped off, you want to come back over. I'll take you guys under here with me. Okay. Last thing you want to do is get anything contaminated. So, what I recommend is to come back over. Smell the gear oil. So, you can take your finger, put it in the hole, see if you feel the oil. If you can feel oil, then you're good. It's full, but it should be coming up to the top of the hole. If you can't, then you may need to add fluid. With the gear oil I showed you, obviously that'd be hard, so you may need to connect a hose, come through the top, bend the hose over, tape it if you need to around where the hose presses on to the bottle so you won't spill any. I'm going to put my transfer pump in. Okay, and you can see where I installed my line for the gear oil. Okay. Okay, here we have my transfer pump. It had an outer shell on it with a button, but I took it off and had it in use for something a little different. So, I just want to show you guys that. As you've seen, this is the line that I run through. Now, if you're using a hose of some sort that you connected yourself to that gear oil bottle, then you would run it through the top just like I did. You just need a couple of feet. You can get some cheap tubing vacuum tubing, radiator tubing, something, just, or some of this cheap clear hose you can get at Tractor Supply, and use some tape or something to seal it up, and you'll be good on that end. Now we need to go to the other end, which is the end that we'll be using the gear oil. So let's go over here, grab our gear oil. Okay, we have our gear oil right here. 75-90 weight is what it calls for. Before we go sticking it in there, I'm going to come over here, grab us a towel. Make sure we wipe this off really well. Okay, so finish wiping it off. Once we've gotten it fairly clean, insert it here. Hopefully we have enough. And we are good to go. Okay, we're going to come over here, connect this pump. If you'll look, got it connected. A little bit easier way. Now we want to stop, make sure that we're not overfilling anything. So always make sure you put a towel or something down, or a piece of cardboard. You do not want to lose all this on the ground. So now I'm gonna have a mess to clean up. As you can see, doesn't appear the gear oil's made its way in yet. So we have just another moment. Oh, be patient. Okay, that is how to top off the gear oil. This gear oil was just recently filled. One thing you want to do is come back underneath. It's going to be different for each vehicle, but depending on your make and model, you have a plug. You have another plug over here that you're able to check your gear oil, make sure it's full, and obviously this one's the plug to make sure it's full, but you also want to drain it, change it every so often. Okay, now you can see that plug right here that I'm putting my finger on. That is the plug that you need to drain your gear oil. Okay, so we'll come back over here, make sure that we don't knock any dirt or debris in here, pull this back out, take this, hold it upside down, and we'll drain any excess gear oil back into the jug. So you'll just insert your plug back in there, make sure it's good and clean around the area, take a rag, wipe this area off, insert your plug. The torque specifications I'm not sure of, each vehicle will be different, but if you get it good and snug, you won't have a problem with something like this. So thank you guys very much, and we will get back with you guys on Nate's Garage.